Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Today we're going to look at the Atomic Maverick 95 Ti. This is a great ski. The Maverick line in general is awesome. The performance is great. We've tested them extensively at this point, and we always get really positive feedback about them. For some reason, they just haven't really caught on as much as some other skis on the market right now. You tend to not see as many in the lift line as some other brands, but I think there's a lot to like here. And what I particularly like about the Maverick line in general is that they've built a ton of versatility into them. So while they are all mountain skis with metal laminates, they're more than that. They're not just a ripping firm snow ski. You can take this thing off trail, you can take it into moguls, trees, soft snow. You can do a lot on it. I also really like what they did with the graphics for 2024. I feel like the previous generations of Mavericks were a little bit nondescript in their graphics, their look, where I think these new, like they worked kind of some white in there. Some of the narrower ones have orange sidewalls. There's just a little bit more excitement here, in my opinion. And the way they build these things is really cool. So starts with a relatively lightweight wood core, and then we get thin metal laminates in these Maverick Ti models. And the weight is very impressive. So I've done this with all the Maverick Ti models so far, but it always just surprises me. Every single time I do it, I'm like, how is that possible? So here's a wood core ski with metal, 180 centimeters in length, 9,500 foot, and it's 1,815 grams. That's very impressive. There aren't many other manufacturers that can combine those elements and be able to list a weight figure like that. So kudos to Atomic. I think it's a very commendable feat. The other kind of important construction element that we've got going here is this kind of partial vertical sidewall. So you can see it on camera, hopefully. It's black, this sidewall, pretty thick core profile underfoot, and then as you reach the tips and the tails, it tapers into cap construction. So they're basically vertical sidewalls in the cambered portion of the ski, so really, really strong torsional stiffness and overall stability in this kind of mid section of the ski, or the majority of the ski, really. And then as you get to those tips and tails, it turns into cap construction. So they're basically allowing the tips and tails to be a little bit softer, and softer both in a longitudinal sense and also in a torsional sense. So the way that the tips and tails are interacting with the snow surface does a number of things. It makes the ski a little bit more maneuverable, and it also makes the ski more smooth or forgiving, whether you're talking about turn entry or edge release. Both of those things are smoother and easier to do on these Maverick skis. So pretty cool. That cap construction is also, if I didn't mention, it is exactly where the rocker starts. So you can see we get a little bit longer tip rocker in these skis rather than this shorter tail rocker. There is a little bit of early taper to the ski, but not a tremendous amount. And then we get that horizon tech up here in the tip as well. So talk about ease of turn entry and just better soft snow performance from this tip. It's coming from those three elements, all of those three elements, the cap construction, the rocker, and that horizon tech. It all adds up to a very maneuverable but still strong and powerful ski. And that's truly the best way to think about this Maverick 95 Ti. You know, there are skis in the mid-90 range that feel a little stronger. Say like a Blizzard Bonafide 97. That's like often the example as really, really strong, stiff, powerful ski. Perfectly fair to say that this Maverick 95 Ti isn't quite as powerful as that ski, but sometimes being very powerful is not the best. You know, it's easy to slap a superlative on a ski like that, but then what's the rest of the story? What else can it do? And I think with these Maverick 95 Ti's and with the other Maverick skis, you lose a little bit of that precision and that just raw edge grip and power but you gain a ton of performance in soft snow. You gain versatility for moguls and trees and stuff like that. You gain a little bit of forgiveness. Like, I think a slightly less aggressive and lower ability level skier could ski this, while get on a ski like the Bonafide, and while it has its merits and its achievements, it can be demanding and kind of unforgiving for certain skiers. So they're just great skis. It's really fun to test them every year. We test them individually throughout the season, and then putting just a number of people on them at our ski test. It's always really cool to see all the reactions, and the feedback is generally very positive. So head on over to the ski test, check out some reactions and quotes from different testers that got on it. Let us know if you have any questions about this Maverick 95 Ti, and we will see you out there on the slopes.